What's up, guys? I was working on a video about volcanic ash and how much it's shaped our world and possibly a building technique, this and that. But I wanted to just throw this out separate from that. I was watching a video from Wise Up a little while back and just wanted to weigh in real quick. And I think he's on to something here because volcanic ash seems to have played a big role in shaping a lot of things around the world. I mean, there's an island off of the coast of Maine, USA, that is, I think, 2,000 feet thick of volcanic ash that is turned to stone. It's called volcanic tuff. And places like Herculaneum, an ancient city right at the base of Mount Vesuvius, this actually got covered in a pyroclastic flow, is what they call it, just thicker, hotter ash. This was the same eruption that covered Pompeii. But Herculaneum got buried in 60 feet of the pyroclastic flow, the superheated ash, and it turned to solid stone. So when I was watching Wise Up's video, that's automatically what I thought of here with the cart ruts. As he points out, there's no hoof prints or anything like that, which if there was someone or something walking in the middle there, then I would expect that to be buried down some too. But I mean, those obviously look like tracks, vehicle tracks or something. I mean, it appears that they stay the same width apart. And then when you look at this one, what I see is somebody went up and got stuck. So you have tracks of people going around, and the deep digs are where they had to dig the truck out of the mud. I don't know. And then he got into this, and I agree that totally looks like cross support members, whether it was a wood or steel. But if this was ash falling down, then it's getting acid rained on and compacted down into stone, and then let's say the steel rots out after and leaves the impression. And then he gets into the roller coaster, and what I don't see is how the reverse of this process would happen to keep the coaster there. But that's neither here nor there, because what he shows in conjunction with this really struck a key with me. And with all of these carved out stoneways, you see a distinct pattern with each one. And the one on the top left reminds me of a video that Sylvie did a long time ago. There's hundreds of miles of these running through France, and they're like 20 feet deep cut into this rock. Anyway, he was talking about this being a crashed roller coaster, and what I was thinking was, what are these little holes going down through there? And then another problem I had with it is, if this was a roller coaster up elevated into the air, then it would fall over to its side and you wouldn't have the tracks right next to each other, the way I see it. But what this made me think of is a magnetic propulsion system. The guy's got magnets set up down through there, and you introduce an electrical current to the left bar, and it'll slide down. You put it on the other one, and it slides back. So it really does look like a transportation type setup here. I mean, not only does the width of the tracks look uniform, but from what I can tell from the angles I'm looking at, it looks like the holes in the bottom are evenly spaced across. And I'd have to go back through the video, but he did show one picture where these holes were in the side of a rock there. And what it made me think is, you may have a row of three, two angled up in towards the center and one angled straight up from the bottom. Anyway, I thought it was a really cool vid, some interesting ideas in there. I was kind of looking at that and the La Palma situation and all of these different things, and have had some thoughts of my own. It seems like every channel that you can think of has taken a stab at trying to explain how megaliths were built, this and that. I did have an idea that I'm going to throw out there, so I'm working on that video that I'd throw my hat in the ring on it. And it's pretty well what I think Wise Up is saying is what we're looking at here may be more poured than carved. But I'm going to talk about puzzolana and a form of volcanic ash and some of the properties and some possibilities when compared with like the ancient Roman concrete techniques and modern rammed earth techniques. But this is totally somebody driving to the store for some pterodactyl eggs after this happened. And it's not exactly like they were going to take the Mag-Lev, were they? Because that was out of order. I'll see you on the next one.